Hello and welcome to Gemma from the Crafty Little Gem, and we are on class number 10. So these are the classes that I do every week with my learners. You'll note that the comments are turned off, and that is for their privacy and everything, but we like to make sure that whatever they're making class they can make at home. And we are going to start today with this corner little card. So these are the next 3 weeks. This is the corner card we're going to do, and we're just going to tip it up that way. You're going to get a pack like this with everything in for all of these projects, and I will go through each one with you in class, but this is to utilise what you're given. Okay, so I am going to take, yours will be in nice big white folders. I'm going to take mine out. You'll get your printout sheet like you normally do for each thing, and I'm going to set that to one side. There will be loads of elements and things that you can cut out, stamp and do on the day with everything that is provided. And you will get some of 6x6 papers. You will need one of your sheets of real red cardstock. I'll move these out of the way and I'll just show you. This actually goes together. So these papers are the back. This one lifts up and goes on top. These fold back and that pops up. So you'll have a little element at the bottom just to help it stay up as it is. And then when you're folding it down to pop it away, there's some little Velcro dots underneath that you'll just lift up. And how I like to do it is I like to see the pop-up bit on top of the card. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of my sheets. I'm going to grab one of my 6x6 pieces. I'll pop those out of the way. You will have two elements, that is, one is a full circle and one is a circle that I have cut like that for you. And we are going to get on and do some cutting and scoring. So please bear with me because I've done this. We have to prep up everything that we're doing about a few weeks in advance, so it's the scheme of learning. So we are going to cut our A4 sheet into 6x6. So I'm making sure that that arm's extended, and I'm actually going to cut along the long side first. So I'm going to take it to that 6-inch mark and cut, and then we've got this to mess about with if we need to. I'm going to turn it onto the shortest, well, the other side now, and I'm going to cut it at 6 again, and you've got that. So that's what you can get your elements out, but I've done that before. You're going to move your cutter out the way. I normally take you to take it out when we're just doing scoring. And we are going to take it to the 3-inch mark, and we are going to score down. We are going to turn it round and score it again at the 3-inch mark. What I'm going to tell you to do in class is then cut this next bit. But for everybody else, you're then going to use your trimmer, and on one side you're just going to bring it down halfway to the 3-inch that's on this side. So there. So that half is cut, that half is scored like so. But in class I'm going to get you just to cut straight up. Depends how confident you are. And then what we're going to do is, so this is our bit that's going to come over. So these two are the ones that we need to score diagonal. So I've got my score line right here and right here, and we're going to score direct straight across. So I'm going to just line them two up. You can do this with a pencil and a score it if you like. But while I've got the scoreboard out, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to score that way. So we have a point at the top. So we have a score going this way and we have a score going that way. Okay, so you can bend them to see how that should be. I'll pop that out the way. So on the next bit, you're going to cut your patterned paper, so you'll all have a piece of 6x6. And what you're going to do is, you're going to, first of all, you're going to cut two pieces. No, you're going to cut one piece that is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So 7/8 is 2 before the next one. So if I bring this up, there is your 2. You're going to take it to the left, and it is right there. That's your 7/8. So we're going to cut. So you've got a bigger bit left for your top 2, and you're going to cut that one there. That is going to go on the bottom there. Let me just push that up for you. And then you've got this bit left, but you need to cut two pieces that are 2 and 13/16 by 2 and 13/16. So it's 15 on there. So you're just going to bring it back 1 from where you've just cut. I'm just going to check that the other side I have done, which is there, which I have. So that's one piece that is slightly smaller. I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to cut it down on the long side first. So that is 2 and 15/16 by 2 and 15/16. Okay. So then with this, these are going on the top here. So we're going to be cutting those diagonally. So I'm really not bothered, but I'm going to pop. If you had it a certain way, that would be, it would actually sit that way. So that would be your top corner. So I'm going to put in them ends together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my cutter and I'm going to pop it in the middle first, and then I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to bring it out. They are going to go on there, like so. And then we're going to do the same this way. So that's going to be your top corner, and bring your cutter into the middle. This just makes sure your corners stay nice and sharp. So that one will then go there, like so. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get them folded and glued down. So just as they are, I'm going to take them off, and then we're going to fold in on the middle and burnish. We're going to fold up on the bottom too and burnish, and then on this one we're going to fold out and burnish, and this one we're also going to fold out and burnish. So when you put it together, that is your base. You can do these in any size, but what I would suggest is whatever you're doing this pattern paper in for this one, take it down 1/16 of an inch for these. And it looks like my daughter has taken my glue, so I'll be getting another one out. Here we go. And we're just going to apply some glue there and give yourself a nice border around the edge. Just going to bring that into the middle. I seem to have moved down quite a bit. Take one of your triangles and don't worry about too much about it coming to this line. You just want a nice even edge all the way around. Bring that one down a bit. Okay, that one's going to go in there. This one is going to go here. And most of my friends do know I do not make cards, but I have gone a bit card crazy over the last couple of weeks. Oh, that was a good job that landed that way. Over the last couple of weeks. And there we go. That is what we are aiming for. So when you come to fold those back, you're not folding the paper, and that one will go on top like so. So what we're going to have to do next is we're going to crease this in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it, and it's going to go over that line, but I'm just going to make sure that it fits on both sides like so, because that is going to be our mechanism that pops up. You're then going to take your full circle, and that is going to go over the top, not going over this edge, but going over this edge, and that is what's going to sit up and create that. So with it being a corner card, that's how it's going to sit for me. I am going to apply adhesive, and I'm going to pop it in that direction, and what you'll find is it just fits. The one that I've cut out for you just fits, and this measures, for people that want to make it out of their own stuff, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So there you go, that bit stays there and that bit pops up. So I have cut some bits and pieces out just for this, and I have got my 2 little Velcro dots there. We'll move those to one side. So when you come to do yours, make sure you've got 3 because you're doing a set. I'm going to have that on there like that, but I want it popped up, so I'm going to grab my dimensionals. I'll bring everything that you need to class. There we go. I might just colour that in afterwards, but again, you decorate yours up however you wish. I'll bring everything with me. And we're going to pop that on there like so. And this is when you can then start adding little bits on top. I'm going to have some bits sprigs out. So it's going to sit like that, and I want that to come over. Let's see if I can get that to go round like that. I'm not bothered whether it goes over the edges, because we're going to do some there'll be envelopes that are a little bit bigger than what we need anyway. So I'm going to have one in there. Hold that for a minute. And I might have another one on top, just at the side there. What have I done with that one? That one's gone underneath, and that one's come through and on top, like so. Let's get that in the right position. And that is going to go on, and I think I'm going to use my last one. If I pop it on some little bits of foam as a little stopper at the bottom. So you're not putting glue on the back of this one, you're putting it on the bottom half of here. You can lay it down and then have it how you want it to sit. And especially with using liquid glue, you've got a few seconds just to move. So that is how it will sit. And I'm just going to have that at the bottom to hold it up. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the bottom there. So I'm going to cut a tiny bit off. So I've got like a little strip. So these are in half. You can use the tiny ones, but they will be in a drawer somewhere, and that's if I'm lucky. And you just peel that off, and then you can just decide on which way I think I like it, that way, and how far up you want it to sit. That's entirely up to you as well. So that is how I've decorated that. So we just need our little Velcro bits on now, and what I want is I want it to stick out the front. Okay, so I want to keep this bit down here at the front. So get your little bits of Velcro that's in your packs. Put that one there. Make sure they're on top of each other, and then you'll get a nice finish. I'm going to pop it in that corner there. Don't worry about that, but I'm going to bring them up and together and make sure that's right in that corner here. Make sure that's all nice and snug, and then I can just press down on that front bit. So then when your card is pulled up, that is your finished card. You can go for it a little bit more with the decoration if you want to. That's entirely up to you. Okay, so then what you can do is you can also cut another piece of the 2x7 and 7/8 just to go on the bottom to write something if you wish. But again, you're just going to bring that down. Don't worry about them side bits, because new Velcro, you're going to fold them back, and then you're going to fold it in half that way, so that will be how they see the card coming out. Okay, thanks ever so much everybody for watching, and I shall see you for week 11. Bye bye for now.